Mugros. Hello my loves. Fáilte nó fáilte arás chuig mo canal YouTube. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you may guess from today's setup, we are doing our weekly cash check-in. Now, we haven't got a whole pile here, so that's going into the coin jar. We still have 100, I think. We haven't, yeah. So we've got 100. We haven't spent any of our cash for food yet, mostly because we've been a bit disorganized and have been going to Tesco when the queues are massive. So we're just taking, you can go around and just scan everything, which means you have to use your card. But we have money in the Revolut vault. Koch, we have 25. We haven't bought anything recently. Chowlook is the same. I think that's about 15. Yeah, so just under 59 euros. And Chowlook, which is household and Irish, we stuff 25 euros each. So I put 25 cash, my boyfriend puts 25 in the vault, and then any rollover from Bia food goes into that at the end of the month. Browslet is fuel, and that's things like wood and coal and all of that good stuff for the stove. We haven't stuffed it, but I think we're going to start stuffing that now from next month because it is getting cold. Argid Tashka, this one is exciting. So this is savings. So normally myself and my boyfriend budget 200 euros each. And initially at the start of the year, this was for a mortgage lump sum. When all the interest rates went up and the fact that our fixed term ended in October, we changed tack and decided to switch mortgage providers to get a better interest rate, which is done now. Whoop, whoop. But it's actually quite expensive to switch mortgages. So the fees between everything worked out around 2,500, which is what we were aiming to do for a lump sum perspective. So we were saving for that. However, some good news is because we started the mortgage process in September, the switch process, and we got approval in September. By the time we drew down our mortgage with the new provider, we'd made an extra payment against our previous mortgage agreement. So we actually had a bit of money left over to play around with, like a full mortgage repayment, which means that we actually got a higher drawdown amount than what's remaining in our mortgage balance for this month. So we're leveraging that to pay all of the mortgage switch fees. We had to do like 710 euros on top of that, but that's significantly smaller than 2,500. So this month we're not going to be making a lump sum into our savings. So I'm going to put this towards my car loan. So 50, 100, 50, 200, which is amazing. So we put this here. Tarola is not even €1, I'd say. Misha has 90 euros. So I budget 70, not 70, Jesus, not 70. I budget 50 euros a week for myself. The reason there's only 40 is because I'm doing a challenge this month. It's kind of like a wellness reset called Health is Wealth, where I've promised myself I will move my body every day of November. Now, this is on the heels of coming back from Australia and in advance of the Christmas season where, you know yourself, routine goes out the window. So as part of that, every time I move my body, I am allocating €5 to my Douchelon envelope, which is my challenges envelope, which ultimately will feed into car loan lump sum payments. And because I didn't have the assigned cash for my weekly spending for the last one, I basically took it from this envelope. So we're getting 40 this week because 10 went towards our cash lump sum. Petrol is still at 50 because I haven't topped up yet. I still have a quarter tank, so it should be fine. And on Douchelon, I actually need to add, so today is the 12th and I did my lump sum the 9th, so the 10th and the 11th, so I owe you 10. I haven't done my movement for today yet, but it will be I owe you 15 this evening if I do my movement. So that's amazing. So that means that yes or yes, we can make another lump sum against our car loan this coming week. What I'm doing at the minute is between my snowflake Saturdays, any rollover and my challenges savings, once they reach a minimum of €100, I'm making a car lump sum. The reason I'm targeting €100 is because that's my direct debit every week. So every time I put a minimum of €100 against my car loan, I'm reducing my payment, or like my loan end date, by at least 1 week, which is amazing. So that means next week we've got €210 minimum that we're going to be submitting against the car loan. Which is so exciting because I made a lump sum of like €173 this week. Do you know what? I actually might put the coins in here. I made a lump sum of just under €173 this week, and it has brought our loan amount under the €1,000 mark. So we're at like €995, which is amazing. And then what I aim to do is make my lump sum payment on the same day as my scheduled debit from my loan. And that way the lump sum, the second payment made on that day, doesn't get charged the interest rate of the loan, which is a very nice thing to see. So yeah, it's very exciting. So potentially we will be in the 700 bracket by this time next week, or actually lower, because we'll have the €100 as my scheduled debit plus the 210. So we'll potentially be in the 600 bracket by this time next week. Debt free 2023 coming at you, babe. Okay, sorry, I'm losing my mind a bit. But it's been a good week from a cash stuffing perspective. It's been a good week from a physical wellness point of view and a mental wellness, because just moving your body is great for, well, I find it great for my mind anyway. But that is it. This afternoon we need to go and do some shopping. We need to do some bulk shopping. And also, very excitingly, because of the fact that we paid less for the mortgage switch fees, we now have the savings to buy the IKEA bookshelves we've been saving for in Chowloch and household. So we're going to do that this evening. It's very exciting. Oh my God, yay. We're going to have a less chaotic living room by Christmas, hopefully. So yeah, very exciting times all around. Very happy. It feels like after, I won't say a year of kind of challenges, but we've been doing this for a year almost, and there was some really tough months or tight months where you're just a bit like, oh, this is a bit painful. But it feels like it's all coming together now. I know it's like mid-November towards the end of the year, but it really feels like the changes we made, the sacrifices we accepted, and all of the prioritization work we've done throughout 2023 are coming together now at the last minute, and we're starting to see the fruits of our decision making and labour, and it's really, really lovely. So if you haven't done cash stuffing or even just budgeting in general, I highly recommend it. Like, there is a very strong possibility that by the end of this year I will have paid off my car loan basically 3.5 years early. Like, that's a madness. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't increased my salary. If anything, halfway through the year I've decreased my take-home pay because I switched jobs for a lower salary. It's crazy. It's amazing, and it's just a really lovely community as well. I've got lots of online cheerleaders and people who can empathise with the challenges and have the same goals in their mind. So it's really lovely. So if you're looking for ideas around 2024 intentions or maybe financial changes, and you are interested in cash stuffing or the budgeting methods that a lot of the cash stuffers use in this community, I'd highly recommend. Really would. Besides the fact that I find that it actually works, and the results speak for themselves. It's really nice, especially if you're kind of at the beginning of your financial literacy journey, to have a community that is so open to sharing their learnings and what works for them, as well as having cheerleaders. Like, it's just, I can't recommend it enough. And I think the community piece has been specifically really important for me because I am at the beginning of my financial literacy journey, and it can be really overwhelming and it can be really frustrating, particularly if you're not from a background where you have access to a lot of capital or knowledge about capital or finances. It just makes it that bit more challenging to educate yourself. And I had a major, not a wobble, but I was really torn, I think around, I'm going to say April or May. It's when I got paid my bonus from my last job. And I was so overwhelmed on this journey, and I was like, I should be investing. And planning and finances, Ellie, who is another Irish cash stuffer, reached out to me and really calmed me down and gave me loads of information and really helped me solidify my plan for the year. So yes, big spiel, but highly recommend if you are looking for inspiration for your goals for next year. But that's it for this week's cash stuffing and check-in. We have a bit less to play with this week because I paid it forward into my Douchelon Health is Wealth challenge. If you are interested in joining the Health is Wealth challenge, there is a link to my website in the description, and there is a free downloadable tracker on my website. You can put any amount you want. The movement can be anything you want. It's just literally intentionally moving your body every day of November. And I know it's hard when the weather, especially in our neck of the woods, when the weather's a bit atrocious. We have another storm en route. I said Debbie is on her way. But yeah, Sinead, that's it. And as usual, Gurv Míle Maithagóibh. Thank you all very, very much for choosing to spend this time with me. I hope your budgets are budgeting and that you're all warm and cozy tonight. And tomorrow, when Storm Debbie hits. And yeah, mind yourselves. Shlán. Bye.